Good morning, my brilliant Sussex squadron. Gather your teacups, lean in close, and let us peel back the gilded curtain of the British monarchy once again. Today, the winds of change blow through Windsor, but not the gentle winds of renewal. No, these are the biting gusts of discontent, the icy drafts of criticism, and the thunder of a people awakening to the fragility of the so-called future of the crown. For years, the British media has pampered, polished, and protected Prince William. He was painted as the dutiful son, the sturdy heir, the golden boy destined to stabilize the monarchy after the chaos unleashed by his brother Harry's exit. But now, my friends, the mask is slipping. The golden image is tarnishing. The press, the very same press that once held William aloft like a saint, is now turning their pens into swords. They whisper, they grumble, they print with sharpened ink. Prince William is not working. Prince William is disengaged. Prince William is becoming a part-time royal. And worse yet, they dare to suggest he is fashioning himself as nothing more than an online king, a monarch of Instagram posts and photo ops, a figurehead content to retreat behind palace walls while the real labour of monarchy falls to those with far fewer crowns upon their heads. Criticism has come from all corners, but the most glaring is William's lack of visible commitment. His father, King Charles, battling cancer, pushing through pain, still fulfilling engagements, is setting a stark contrast. Princess Anne, that tireless workhorse of the monarchy, continues to outshine even her sovereign with her relentless dedication. Sophie Wessex and Prince Edward, hardly the stars of the royal stage, are seen more often shaking hands, comforting communities, and engaging with the public than the future King William himself. And the people notice. They always notice. The monarchy has never survived on birthright alone. Its survival depends on presence, on visibility, on that age-old contract between ruler and ruled. We see you, you see us. Without it, the crown is nothing more than a relic collecting dust. And in William's silence, in his absence, in his retreat to Frogmore House, the whispers of irrelevance grow louder. Frogmore, the symbol of retreat. Ah yes, Frogmore House, the move that sent shockwaves through both palace corridors and public sentiment. Once a grace and favour residence associated with Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, it has now become William's new retreat. But instead of being seen as a bold choice or a fresh start, the move has been branded something far less flattering, a retreat, a withdrawal, a retreat into comfort rather than duty. For many, Frogmore has become the symbol of William's disengagement. To move there is to step away from the bustling heartbeat of London, from the press of the people, from the glare of responsibility. To move there is to whisper, I prefer quiet, I prefer privacy, I prefer family over nation. And while no one begrudges a man the love of his children, the brutal truth of monarchy is this. It is not a choice. It is not a hobby. It is not a job one clocks in and out of like a banker or a barrister. It is duty, relentless, unyielding, suffocating duty. Robert Jobson, a seasoned royal commentator, put it plainly, being a royal is a job for life. No breaks, no retreats, no part-time king contracts. And yet, with every headline, William seems determined to prove otherwise. The media turns. Perhaps the most stunning development is not William's behaviour itself, but the reaction to it. For years, the British press treated William with kid gloves. He was untouchable, shielded by the narrative that he was the monarchy's saviour, the dignified heir who would modernise the crown without dismantling it. But now, the knives are out. Articles appear questioning his absences. Headlines criticise his priorities. Columnists hint at a dangerous aloofness that risks alienating the public. Even Kate, once the darling of every glossy front page, is not spared from whispers about her retreat from public duties. This is no longer the William and Kate fairy tale. This is a turning point, a fracture in the once perfect narrative, and the press, sensing blood in the water, will not let go. Defenders of William have tried, oh how they've tried, to soften the blow. Matt Wilkinson argued that William simply wants to focus on his young family, to enjoy the school run, to live as normally as possible. But the public is not convinced. For when the king himself, sick and frail, continues to serve, what excuse can the heir offer? When Princess Anne, decades older, remains indefatigable in her service, what justification can William give? The excuses sound hollow, they sound weak, they sound, dare I say, selfish. A fresh start, a healing journey, critics scoff. If William and Kate truly need healing, therapy is what they need, not a new residence. If they truly want a fresh start, the answer is not retreat but reinvention through action, visibility, and commitment. The public's patience is running thin. The crown has survived scandal, abdication, divorce, and death, but it has never survived irrelevance. William's lack of activity coincides with a broader vision he and King Charles seem to share, the so-called slimmed-down monarchy. In theory, a smaller monarchy might appear modern, efficient, and cost-effective, but in practice, It has left yawning gaps in royal presence. With fewer working royals, the public sees less of the crown, and with William himself retreating, those gaps grow wider and more dangerous. Robert Jobson warned that such downsizing risks severing the bond between people and monarchy, and he is right. The monarchy is already fighting against Republican whispers. Every day William is absent, every engagement left to Anne or Edward, every headline about retreat feeds those whispers into shouts. It is a dangerous gamble, and one William seems blind to. Perhaps the most damning accusation is that William is crafting himself into an online king, that he believes the monarchy can exist through Instagram posts, glossy videos, and controlled photo ops rather than genuine connection, that he thinks the crown can survive on curated narratives rather than human presence. But monarchy is not Hollywood. It is not branding. It is not a lifestyle blog. The people demand flesh and blood. They demand proximity. They demand to see, to feel, to touch the crown that rules them. Without that, the very purpose of monarchy dissolves. And so, William risks becoming the monarch of shadows, the king of curated feeds, the sovereign of staged smiles, a part-time king in a full-time role. Make no mistake, Sussex Squadron, this moment is a warning. It is the thunderclap before the storm. The media, once William's shield, now tests the weight of their swords against him. The public, once indulgent, now whispers of disappointment. And the monarchy itself, fragile in this modern age, trembles at the thought of an heir who seems unwilling or unable to carry the weight of his crown. For centuries, the monarchy has survived because its heirs were trained, polished, and prepared to serve without pause. But if William believes he can pick and choose, if he believes he can retreat to Frogmore, if he believes he can rule part-time, then perhaps, just perhaps, the monarchy will not survive his reign. And so, my squadron, we stand at a crossroads. Prince William, the heir once destined to stabilize the monarchy, now finds himself the subject of its greatest destabilization. His absence breeds resentment. His retreat breeds suspicion. His excuses breed contempt. The crown cannot afford a part-time king. The people will not accept an online monarch. The press will not cover for him forever. And history, ruthless as it is, will not remember him kindly if he fails to rise to the moment. For if William does not change course, if he does not embrace the relentless, consuming duty that is monarchy, then the crown itself may falter. And when history writes of its decline, it will not be Harry, nor Meghan Sussex, nor even King Charles who is blamed. It will be William, the heir who retreated, the prince who shrank, the king who was part-time when the people needed him full-time. And so, squadron, we watch, we wait, we document. Because the fate of a 1,000-year institution may well rest on the shoulders of a man who seems unwilling to bear it. Now tell me, what do you think? Is Prince William truly unfit for the crown, or can he still turn the tide before it is too late?